Hello, everybody. Well, I was going to say this is your captain speaking, but in this case, we're doing something more like an experiment.
Really?
And that being said, I've had questions, yeah, and this is very simple. So, on Infinite Flight Sim, we've seen this happen on other flight sims, have we?
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Not really, but I've seen the A380 take off by itself
What?
on real flight simulator, but this is Infinite Flight Sim. So, can the 737 Max take off by itself? Well, let's find out. So, we're going to be doing all the necessary adjustments. So let's get our flaps down to 5. So we need a degree of trim settings to do this. So we're going to do 30. Let's leave it at 30, and let's make sure our aircraft is as light as possible. So let's say everything goes off, everything except for fuel. Let's leave fuel for 1 hour, and now let's see if this aircraft can actually take off by itself. So what that means is I'm just going to power it up, and I'm not going to rotate. I'm not going to even try to put center line or anything like that. I'm just going to leave it, right? That's what that means. So let's make sure everything is fine. So let's come down here. Let's come to light. Okay, nice. Ooh, okay. We're clearly ready for takeoff. Let's go ahead and take off now. All right, full throttle. Now I'm going to go to ATC view because I want to see how this. Why is the ATC view like this? Anyways, okay, so we'll take off parking brakes. Let's see what happens. So this is it. Hands out. You can see my hands. Should I show you my legs as well?
Show us. Just show us. Stop playing around.
But seriously, those are my hands out. Let's see. Are we take? I can't even tell what the speed is, right?
What?
It did. So all we have to do now is raise the gears. This is so cool. Anyways, so that's it for takeoff with lightweight. This is almost empty. So let's raise it a notch. So let's go passenger. Let's do 50. Let's do cargo. Let's just bring it right under the passenger, and let's do fuel max. Right, let's go max on fuel. Let's see if it can do that again. So we're going to hold on parking brakes, flap set at 5. So we're a little heavy. I believe flap set at 5 is enough. So let's go again. Let's do that. Once this gets to 101, we're going to release parking brakes, and let's see if it can do that. Okay, this is another camera angle here. Interesting. I wonder why it's giving us that. So the one thing you have to pray for when doing something like this is that the aircraft does not go out of the center line, and honestly that you can actually control with the rudder, so still fine. Let's see. I think the nose is coming up already. I don't know. I think so.
Wow!
Guys, wow, that's interesting. No, that's really cool. So for realism's sake, let's raise landing gears. This is really cool. But anyways, let's see what it can do with max load. So we're going to hold parking brakes, bring the speed down, throttle by the way, and let's see what we can do with. Should we go max? No, let's do 150 passengers. Let's do 100 passengers. Let's do 100. Let's be very accurate with everything here. So we'll bring on cargo right under here. Fuel to max. Should we do that? Yeah, let's do that. Fuel to max. So again, 100% on throttle. That's 80. That's 97. 101, and we take off parking brakes. Ooh, our flaps is not set. Now it is. So the trim being at 30 is extremely important. I believe about 20 to 30 is very good, and you can take off on your own, right? This is why I say flight simming, it's not a vigorous game where you have to, it's not really a game. It's just something that gives you an idea of how aircrafts work in real life. This is actually true. An aircraft can take off by itself, but you just need somebody to monitor it in case we have winds and stuff like that, so that you keep adjusting it to center line. But let's see if this will take off here. Yeah, nose gears are up and rear gears are up as well. So all it will take now is we'll wait for 100 feet, and then we'll gears going up. That's about now. Gears going up. Autopilot comes on at 400 feet, which is somewhere about 3, 2, 1. Nice, right here. And that's pretty much it. So once again, with this much weight, we took off by ourselves, no pilot input whatsoever, except for the gears up and autopilot on, which anybody can do anyways. Okay, so this is another thing. Let's raise it a notch. So we're going to click on takeoff again and bring this down. Parking brakes on, flaps set at 5. Let's raise the weights again. So let's say weights, let's leave the fuel here and let's do 150 on passenger, right? And let's bring our cargo right on. Just make sure everything is aligned. So we're doing like 4 stages. I believe this is stage number 3. Yeah. So throttle all the way up. We get to 101 for power and we release parking brakes. There we go. Parking brakes goes off, and let's see, can this take off by itself again? I don't think it's possible. It's very heavy at this point. I don't think it's possible. It's actually it's crawling.
No! There's no way.
It's slow. So when people say the Max as a jet is very powerful, this is what they are talking about, right? Okay, it's fast. It's picking up speed. It might actually do it. The nose is coming up. I believe the nose is coming up a little. Is this possible? Gears coming up. Wow, come on guys, come on. This is weird. And okay, hands down for the man. You know what, let's challenge it a little bit more. Let's go to the final stage. Let's go overboard. Right now, what that means is max on everything which is above 82,600 kilograms of total weight. Can we actually lift off like this? I don't think it's possible, to be honest. I don't think it's possible. But according to what I know about aircraft, with proper trim, it is possible.
You serious?
Of course, pal.
So I'm going to hold the throttle again all the way up to 101 of max power, and I'm going to take the brakes off, and let's see if this thing can actually take off by itself. By the way, this runway is really long. That is also a plus, right? On a 6,000 feet runway, I don't think this is possible, right? So we're super heavy. Let's see. I don't think it can. There is no way. It's impossible. It's impossible. Yeah, we're probably going to crash into something in the end of it. Wait. Is it possible? Okay, it's still on the ground. It is still on. It's struggling to lift.
Oh wow. Oh my God.
No way. With maximum takeoff weight. Well, positive rates, gears going up. I am not sure how possible this is, but let's help it. Wow. And off it goes. Wow. Interesting. This is a lot. Wow. That's so good. That's nice. Wow. Okay. I mean, yeah. Well, off it goes. That's pretty much it for this video. What aircraft should we try next? Look at him go. Interesting. Well, bye. That's it for this video. See you guys soon. Bye bye.